Posting on Facebook. I have a live team break going on at 1. I see one person in chat, just in case anybody's wondering. Just want to have a place so people can. I'm going to be watching this anyway. Some people might like to watch a bunch of cards get broken. I won't have it on the screen, but I'll be able to talk about it when it's going on. Mortal Kombat Complete Edition. Ooh. I have to watch that. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing a live team break. They break a case of cards, and I picked up. Hey there, Scrapper, Snobby Scrapper, Snobby Scrap Picker. I've seen you in some different things, but I'm doing a card break. I got the Royals and the Cardinals, and I got to watch it live on my phone. It's gonna do it anyway, so I figured I'd go live, and people can chit chat and grab up some new subscribers. And most of us are kind of doing the same thing. If you're in here, pretty much resellers or collectors or YouTubers. Lost Antheon. Is that like, was that the name of like in a movie where he named himself in that like role playing game thing? The Lost Antheons or something like that. What's that from? Sounds familiar. Athenian. Yeah, I'm saying it wrong. Sorry. Talking, reading. Athenian. I've been to Athens. Were you from Athens, or is that your family? I've been there. It's pretty neat. There'll be a little, I'm listening while we go here, so there'll be some other talking maybe. A little bit. Try to keep it down. Because I kind of see what they're doing. He's breaking all the boxes. Got 4 boxes of Bowman's Best. Yeah, Athens was cool seeing the Parthenon. Something else. The big, huge block it's sitting on is unbelievable. What up, Lobster? There's places that are slow paced in Missouri. Yeah, Chiefs game. Yeah, uh, trying to enjoy this a little bit while I can. I'm just glad no one got hurt. Everybody's healthy. It's gonna be a tough game. They played as good last time, and they're playing better than they were before. But so are we. So it should be just. It's a great matchup. Just like last year's AFC game. That was one of the best games I've ever seen. I was gonna watch that today because that last year's AFC game. That was one of the. That's one of the best games I've ever seen. Let alone to be that. Yeah, well, they're good on both sides of the ball, and their offense can still do more. I think everybody kind of knows that. Yankees autograph. Um, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers just doesn't make mistakes, and that's when he still throws that tight ball in the corners. He just doesn't have a lot to throw to. If he had, that's if everybody had the Chiefs receivers, good night. You got Kelsey, you can run down the field or catch it anywhere close, and then you got Tyreek Hill and Mikael Hardman and Sammy Watkins are streaking on the field. I mean, I don't, you know, Mahomes is awesome. I love it. I've never seen anything like it, but when you get receivers like that, but they're also doing it without much until the last 3 or 4 weeks, much running game. But the running game's gotten better. Damian Williams is pretty incredible. Everybody grab up some new subs. The Chiefs football game. I'm sorry. It's probably if you're out of the country, you think that's just weird. I apologize. Ooh, I got an autograph. 29 bucks. I bought the Cardinals. I just got their number 1 draft pick. Got an autograph. Boom. That makes it worth. That paid for the whole lot. There's still 5 boxes left. I paid 35 for the Royals. They're a lot harder to get, but I like the Royals, so I'll probably keep them anyway, and it's still worth it. Hey, Philly, Joe, right? Does anybody in here like baseball? Or is they just watching to watch? Put a one in here. In my chats, everybody puts a one if you were looking to get some subscribers. Most of us have under 1K, but check each other's channels out. We're all pretty similar. At least we're creating, so we're trying to look at new ways to create. At least we should be. And hit my thumbs up button so you can get it out there a little bit, if you wouldn't mind. I'm missing some of these, but Pirates autograph, their number 1 pick. Joe, yeah. Diamondbacks fan, yeah. If you're a Diamondbacks fan, you should be following Resale Guy or that Resale Guy. He's in Arizona and uh, he sells a lot of cards and stuff. Their first box was good for me. I almost already paid for my entire break for both my teams. Well, thanks, peddling profits. It's kind of what I'm doing. I need to be listing stuff, honestly, but I'm watching this break and I figure I might as well go live. Someone might like baseball. If anyone wants to talk baseball, feel free. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. I figure some of us non 8 to 5ers. I'm only this way right now because my season's lawn mowing and power washing. I can't do anything for another month and a half, and so just waiting on the weather. Next box is being opened. I know. That's why I wanted to talk about some baseball, the Astros thing. I don't know how everybody else thinks about it if you're a baseball fan, but what Pete Rose did was way less. And he got banned for life. And all these baseball players aren't even going to get fined. They just take it out on the team. Like, I, I don't, uh, ban guys for steroids, but they were telling the players if it was a fastball or an off-speed pitch. If you know that and you're an MLB player, that is the biggest advantage. And they were using the technology, using special cameras to do it, which it was already in place. You can't do that, and they were going to do something heavy. They took away the first two-round draft picks, but I don't think for 2 years, which is super bad because you're going to good luck trying to get new free agents and they're going to be screwed in the farm system for a while. If they're smart, they just start selling off all their players, trying to get any picks they can. But I don't think it's hard enough. A lot of players are cheating. They won the World Series. If you're someone that if you're in their division and you were a pitcher and all these guys were shelling you and you didn't get your contract, and then you find out they were cheating and you were the one that got screwed out of the deal. Oh man, they should they should come down harder on some stuff. And then Alex Cora, he was doing that in Houston, went to Boston, and then Boston's been accused of it. So he might get hit. He's gonna end up hurting two different teams. Boston's already in a world of trouble because they're way over their spending limit, and they're trying to reduce payroll in the first place. And if they're gonna lose draft picks like that too, and they're over the payroll, they're in deep. Hey, Milk. Hey, thanks for joining. I haven't seen you around any chats in a while. I'm just doing my little dorky thing and watching my card breaks. I Tampa Bay. I buy teams up and in my flea market booths and my antique mall booths, and some of them I put into glass cages if they're good, my glass cases, and I sell baseball cards and stuff. And they can go for more money, like a Chiefs card in this area because I'm from Missouri. And so I can buy them cheap on eBay because people don't want them, the Royals. But in my booth, I can sell them for more. And on eBay, it's kind of watered down because of that fact. People in Cincinnati, they're buying up cards and they're getting a bunch of Royals and Cardinals. They don't care. And so they're selling them so cheap, it kind of waters it down. So anyway, I just have a place so everybody can grab up people. If you sell clothes, you need to follow Valor Milk. She knows Poshmark really well. And you're looking at have you? I was wondering if you'd started at eBay. I know you talked about it. I'm sorry if I missed anything. AJ wasn't involved. Yeah, that's what he was saying too. Which he's the one that gets screwed the most in the team when the baseball players are doing it. The Phillies, yeah, Phillies and Cincinnati. Those teams are doing some stuff. Going out and spending some money. They've been saving for a while. Kind of sometimes you make some bad decisions. You have a team that's good and you think you can put it together. Everybody put a one in the chat if you're looking for some subscribers. And I keep talking, I'm missing some of these. I know most of us are listing or taking pictures or something anyway. Mets autograph. That's a good one. Whew. Yeah, Pick and Roll is an awesome channel. eBay's not too hard, really isn't. It's kind of cool because you can sell anything. And something nice about it over Amazon is you can lot up stuff and sell you're not going to sell one VHS tape of Disney, but if you sell five of them, you can get $10 out of it, maybe. You know what I mean? So some of those things are kind of nice. Being able to lot stuff. Shoot, you can, like a Wii system. If you sell a Wii system a lot, there's probably a lot of people trying to do the same thing, and they're selling it for they're trying for 40, $50, and doesn't it usually sells for 35 to 40. But if you sell just the system, sell for 30, sell just the remote control, sell that for 10 to 15, sell the memory card, if you just part off the whole system, you actually make more money. So it's kind of because you go, if something breaks, you go in and you want to get just the sensor, you'll pay $15 for it, but you don't want the whole system. So in a weird way, we're like parts dealers in a way too, if you know what you're doing. But yeah, like it's since you know what you're doing somewhat and you're comfortable with what you're doing already, just steady, and then it becomes kind of knowing what you like to sell, honestly. And what sells through fast. Commonwealth Picker is another. Yeah, Bobby Witt. I got a Bobby Witt Jr. That helps. That's a awesome one. Commonwealth Picker is a wonderful one to watch if you want to know how to eBay and how to ship on eBay, how to print your labels, best equipment to use. He's been doing eBay for years. Um, I think everybody in here probably has Commonwealth Picker, Blue Jays auto. Um, Pick and roll, I really like him too because he's been doing it and he sells a lot of different things. And then on eBay, vintage clothing I've noticed does good. But if you're just trying to sell run of the mill clothing, it's a lot of long tail because mainly just because of sizes. Hi, Flipping Crazy. Appreciate you for joining. Yeah, you bet. Auction was fun last night. Everybody joined Flipping Crazy. She's got some cool auctions. There's a lot. That's another thing I really enjoy is the auctions we got. I've got some good deals. I almost everybody check out Locker Nets. I got some cool. I almost got some unbelievable coins last night. Someone outbid me. I just didn't want to go higher than $160, and they're probably worth $400. But I just didn't have the money right now, and someone knew more than I had more money at the time and knew. And they buy storage units and just kind of sell their stuff because they're out in San Bernardino. No, and they're in California, Southern California, and they take their stuff to the flea market, Detroit, and they go to the flea market, and so they can actually get more money in their auctions, and they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they got. Sometimes they know it's good, and so sometimes you can get some pretty good deals, but they're still making more money they get out of their flea market, so they're happy. And like they sold this whole thing of marbles last night that looked like early century and 1900s, and they went for like almost $200, and I think some of those were worth a lot of money, but no one really knows, but knew they're worth enough to go pretty high on them. You need a course on how to find time to make movies seem like the way to do his life. Um, I'm doing lives too because it's helps my watch hours because you can get 1,000 subscribers and have 500 watch hours, and you still got 3,500 more to go. So I sorry I missed you. I really like the artwork behind you again. Yeah, thank you. The big one is my uncle bought that in Italy. I gave him $200. I told him to get me some cool paintings, just like maybe some small ones. He'd get to that, and he said he spent 300. He got a great deal. And the guy, I mean, I wish I could show how amazing it is. It's actually way better. There's a glare, but yeah, thank you. The other one's mine. And it's I like it, but it's probably not what most people like. You need watch hours badly. Yeah, we'll just we'll keep grinding. I think everybody will start. And this is good because you got good auction, and so you need more people in there. It'll help your auction. People want to see it. People like us. It's a good place to source. And what I like is we can lot stuff together. Like we know there's some stuff I almost don't want to waste on eBay. So selling individually. So you can lot it up together and sell to resellers who know it's worth something. You're just kind of getting rid of it and you're making money back, but they're going to make more, kind of like our own wholesale. Pretty smart, I think. Nice. Got couple more Cardinals. I basically made my money already, and they're only about 30% through the whole break. So this has been a good one for me. And I've missed some. Yeah, everybody grab a Philly picker, flipping crazy. Philly's auto. Who is that? Trying to get it for you guys to know. It's their number one draft pick, I think. Alec Bohm, Bohm. Resale Kings in here. Oh, hey, what's up, brother? Yeah, everybody grab each other up. Everybody's good creators in here so far. So, um, and I think the thing about us is no matter what, even if like Valamilk sells on Poshmark and sells clothes, I'm still watching her the way she creates her videos because we're kind of, she's ahead of me. So I'm learning from her a little bit and take some parts from her. And so no matter what, we're all creating. So we're learning from each other. So you wouldn't believe like I've noticed, I watch some gamer guys or um, different people in some genres in some communities. You have to have like great banners. You have to stand out, and we don't really have to stand out. And so there's ways to stand out more if we wanted to, and it's good to know some different things. Hi, Thrift with Steph. Yeah, you guys are gonna like these channels if you didn't know each other. Like Valamilk's gonna love Commonwealth Picker. If you like pick and roll, I like pick and roll too. The pick and roll one where he's at the bins. I think it was one of the first times he went to the bins, and those Haitian women were grabbing stuff out of his hand. It's like what? It was crazy. Every time we went to grab something, they'd grab it away from him too. Yeah, playlists is another thing that's big about your page. People need to learn about. Go back and watch that Velm look. Uh, I chit chat with him about that every once in a while. He's like, it still burns me. Everyone, he took it for. I mean, he held back, but if you watch him, he's in a wheelchair. So these women are grabbing stuff out of his hand. He's in a wheelchair. It's hard for him to get over the thing. He's never going to talk about it. And the only reason I know is I just saw his remote. He's not going to complain about it or anything. But I mean, I mean, just weird. But I guess they buy up a bunch of stuff because they can get it so cheap and then send it back to Haiti and sell it for a lot more money. And there's like a black market or something in Haiti for USA clothes or something. I'm not sure exactly. Which, hey, I mean, we're all hustling, we're all resellers, so we gotta get it. But good lord, come on, Otto. No, Cubs. Nick Horner. Ooh, good Otto. Choose a channel to marathon watch. Yeah, I agree. What's nice, like what I do, and I've realized, I'll just go on. If I'm not doing anything, I got some stuff to do. I'll just leave them in the background while they talk because I know they need the hours. And shoot, when trolls hit me, sometimes I just kind of let them go. It give me hours and views. then even, and then YouTube all of a sudden is like, "Oh, what's that?" And they send more people my way. That's what happened to one of mine. In a way, I kind of wanted the trolls to come back because I don't care as long as they don't talk about gay porn all the time. Seems like every time they come in, it's gay porn. We love gay porn. Like, okay, I don't know what that means. I guess it's supposed to make me react. I don't know. Yeah, the Valamilk one of shooting was awesome. I do. I really like that video. And when you said that, that's the one I'm thinking in my head of. I liked how she did that. I like how she um Ooh, wow, good card. Orioles. Adley Rushman. She had fun with it, and wow, autograph Adley Rushman. Um, she had fun with it. And they did the slow motion. Oh, that was funny. Acted like they were real people. But if you watch her channel enough, you knew what was kind of going on. She had this big long thing before Christmas to kind of do a lot of creating, and she knows, and we know it's hard to create 5 minutes. Creating on YouTube is not easy. So it takes a lot of energy. And so you could tell it was just like, break, something different, but still doing it. You know what I mean? You can kind of tell. And so it was fun for me because it was a break from reselling and thinking about that because we get so into it. It was nice. Went to Walmart, bought a bunch of gingerbread houses on clearance. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that. Yeah, everybody should check each other out. Well, thanks, Peddling Profit. I won't. I don't know how long I'll be on. I need to do some. I've got a bunch of photos that. That's one of those things Commonwealth Picker said. It's one of those things. I don't know why. I'm really good about thinking about creating things, but he goes, I just take a bunch of pictures, and then whenever I'm stuck somewhere, I just start listing. I'm like, yeah, why don't I do that? I don't know why I had to be told that, but so now I always have listings ready to go. A lot of times I'll have drafts just so I can drop some drafts on here and there. Have them ready too. So then I'm just slowly putting them out so eBay looks like it's a fresh store. It's something Valmilk needs to know. Like, since you're not sharing your store, you kind of play with the algorithms in other ways. And I've noticed that they promote your store when you're promoting your store by keeping it fresh, having good pictures, and having good pictures. I think is a big deal on eBay because shoot, when I just start to think about how when I'm buying, I'm not gonna go to that page. It's all yellow and they didn't take it in square mode and barely see it. Because anymore, you got to take a good picture because a lot of people are on their phone buying. You used to buy it on your computer, you know, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and so the pictures were kind of bigger, so you could have a kind of a bad picture and still move in. But now you see a bad picture, you almost just move on. At least I do. So I know that other people do too. So I just make sure I have a nice picture. Always running and listing. Yeah, I've heard of like one girl that I like to drive. There's a couple channels where you just go in and you grab subscribers and they're just trying to shout you out and different things. And a lot of people go in there and do super chats, to try to grab people's attention more. But I learned a lot from those guys. And one of the things I asked one of them, I'm like, what if you just like put a fireplace, picture of a fireplace on, and just kept it running, or picture my dog Bo sleeping, and to get watch hours. She goes, yeah, do it. She goes, if I was doing it again, I had to get my watch hours. I'd have a video of me sleeping. She was laughing. She was funny. She's from the Philippines, and that's the thing I like about it is you get to see other countries, and because YouTube is the world. I almost feel like people don't, you know, and that's another thing about eBay. You're selling to the world on eBay. I do global shipping, and it's not the best because they have to pay a lot of money, but I still get sales, and they're the ones having to pay for it. And I just ship it to Indianapolis. I've sold 2 autographs of Patrick Mahomes to Canada, and um, I've sold Nike Dry Fit to Belgium. They paid like $50 for the shipping and everything, and it cost. And they don't. It sold for 15 to me. So, they can't get a Michigan State dry fit shirt there. So someone maybe moved. I don't know. Maybe they're from there and they went to school there and they moved back there and they wanted it. Great camera. Well, thanks. It's a HP Envy, and it's a I got it from Best Buy. It's an Intel Core i5 10th generation. So I just know that you need the Intel. And it's funny you said that because my best buddy, he's Road Warrior reseller. He might be in here later. He told me the same thing. He's like, you need to take more video with that. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right because I noticed it did look a little better than my own phone. So, and the reason is because something else I realized. When you're live, it's in 4K. Whenever we do our creating, everybody knows that. Like Valamog, I know when you're downloading and processing it, I just always do it in the lower medium. 'Cause it's hard to tell a huge difference, but it'll take forever if you want to do it in 4K. And you know how it is on your phone to hold it in there for a little while. So I think it's mainly because it's just doing it's processing it for us. So live looks better. So yeah, I've noticed that too. So I wonder too if it would come off as good if I did it without, because I don't think my camera looks as good when I do it like just trying to use my camera. That's what I find fascinating. It's like YouTube's better than my camera. That makes any sense? Doesn't to me. Sorry, I'm just watching a little bit. Cleveland autograph. Yeah, I didn't figure it out. It just takes so long. I mean, if you plan for and whatever, but I don't know if you're gonna. Most of us we're not trying to separate ourselves. We're giving good content for the people that are watching us, other resellers. But they want bolos. They want to understand how to do things better or how we do things or how we just. So I don't think it's as necessary, but I'm sure it could add. I just don't know if it adds for the amount of time. I think it all comes down to time for us. The city of gingerbread. You got a new one coming? Cool. I agree about the audio. I agree. And like I've noticed that my phone does fine if I'm close. If I'm more than like arm's length, it's not good. So, but then who wants the camera? No one wants to see that. So I think Harry Tornado said you can buy those cameras. I see if you in Valmo, you've seen. I noticed this last time. Pick and Roll has a microphone right here because of that reason, and I've heard you can get one too that you can shoot, and so it'll send out and pick it up even better or something. I'm not sure. Thanks for hitting the thumbs. Got 7 people in, seven thumbs. At least that's what it's telling me. I don't know. If anybody has any questions for me, Valmilk, if you have any questions, anybody, shoot. Who knows? I got a flea market booth, an antique mall booth. If anybody has any questions about that, I sell on eBay. I have a lawn business, power washing. I love baseball. I do sports card breaks, sell Pokemon in my flea market booth. It's a beautiful day here. I'm gonna go run with my dog here in a minute. Most people see my videos, they know Bo. He's a weapon of mass seduction. All the girls love him. Sorry, looking at my Kool-Aid. No, it's actually a pre-workout. I don't do sugar much, but I'll do it right before I run and stuff. It's like jet fuel for me since I don't do sugar. It's got creatine in it. It kind of helps. For me, it helps get blood flow through my muscles when I work out and stuff. I don't know. Works for me. Sorry, looking down at this. Mannequin head on a live chat. People just chatting only. I saw that. Yeah. Because he's kind of the same place I am. I'm sure he looked at the watch hours and looked about how long it would take. You start figuring out, oops, you start scaling out how many hours it's going to take. You're like, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to create like 1,000 videos. Like, how's this gonna? This is gonna be hard to do. And then you start realizing, like, oh, I started studying everybody else, and like, because there's some people that only do lives. A couple of pickers is they. I don't know if they've done many creating videos. They only do lives, so they had their watch hours a long time ago. but they're only like 550 subscribers. A couple of pickers, another one that everybody should watch. They should have more subscribers, but they're going to. It won't take much longer. But there's Tommy Bernard's like, yeah, I had 4,000 hours in like 4 weeks, because some people just like the lives more. So I think like Val Milk, I think she'll love hosting some lives. I haven't seen you host any lives. I've seen you join some. But you ought to. You get your hours up. I know you're probably looking for hours too. Because it's not monetizing. It's more about like having Amazon links. Because people don't understand the Amazon links. Once you get monetized, you put up the Amazon links to like my box lights because I use them and I like them. And they're $40 on Amazon. And there's a link down there to it. If you go down there, you don't have to buy them. Anything you buy on Amazon for the next, I think it's 48 hours, I get 3 to 6% depending on what it would be. Anything you buy, so it doesn't even have to be what it was that you went to go look for. So you go in. So if and that's another thing to do if you're trying to help people out, like what I do with Commonwealth Picker. When I'm buying something off Amazon, I go through his links and just start buying my stuff on Amazon. That way he gets part of it. It doesn't cost anything anymore. It's just like a finder's fee for Amazon. So and that'll be one of the things that's kind of nice little coming in, and that ways people can give back with something they're already doing. You know what I mean? Especially if they're already like a subscriber of the family kind of deal. And so it'd be nice to get monetized for some of those reasons. Another thing I like is having the $2.99 premium, so I don't have to watch commercials. I never see commercials anymore. I noticed the other day I keep forgetting. I don't even see them because I just yeah, it's nice. You'll be fine, Val Milk. You're pretty and you have a good thing. I mean, you always do it fine. You're fun, you're upgoing and stuff. Just get someone on there with you live with you the first couple times. You already know how to do it. So cool. Yeah. I guess I haven't gone back far enough to see yours. A couple of pickers. Thanks for joining. I love your channel. Everybody join. Everybody grab a couple of pickers. Make you a moderator, Val Milk. Sorry. Um, it's just a fun place where a lot of great resellers are at, where no one's pulling BS. We're not trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. We're really just trying to get good content, and it's a good place to just chit chat with resellers where we don't have to talk about reselling, but when we do, everybody knows the right answer. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. And everybody grab up Flipping Crazy. She's got great auctions. Valmus dabble in late night streaming. Less people watching. Oh, shut up, Valmo. We can make a channel. It'd be Beauty and the Beast. Well, I mean, Blue Wrench of Power. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I think everybody on here, I love the content in certain ways. But I think I've noticed too. I think everybody should do a little bit of creating, and a little bit of live. But we should all do it more. I don't know why I wasn't doing any lives. I should have been doing some. I don't know. I don't know. It's the same thing as like Belmont's saying. It's just like doing it. You had that little nervous. What about this? What about that? We're all insecure a little bit, and then she do it, and then people are like, "Oh, you did it good." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, it's not horrible to listen to." Then I'm not even paying attention to my draft. I pretty much knew I made my money back, so after that, it's just gravy. I spent $64, and I've got at least $80 back. And I don't make a lot of money on it. It's just fun, exciting, and I've done it for so long. Garage sales and thrift store ride-alongs. Yeah, the garage sales, I still think are probably what most people are going to how they're going to find us. And so I think it's kind of key. Like Commonwealth Picker the other day unloaded one from winter, and it blew up. And it was it may have been before Cincinnati Picker. It may have been right when Cincinnati Picker said something about him too in game. But you know, I think people are starving for garage sale videos always, and then there's none out right now. So it was pretty genius, really, even though it's just because he didn't have time. So I think you might want to do that is unload a couple more garage sale videos. Now that you have that many, you got so many more subscribers than you did back then that you might get some go viral. I mean, get that 8,000 views and boom. Look at Harry Tornado and some lot of Josh. They jumped like 10,000 subscribers in a month. It's crazy. Tommy Bernard Mass Hours, yeah. I like their live shows too. Um, they're pretty hard on eBay, but they've been selling on eBay a long time, so I can't tell them, But I think it all comes back to what you're selling on what platform. You know what I mean? Because if you're selling just clothes on, I don't think he sells a lot of everything, but if you're selling in one category and then you talk crap on eBay, I think that's being dumb. You're probably just not trying right. I saw someone chime in today, and it was RVA Flips just goes by it, and it was something like, I have all these question. I have all these shoes that for $20 and they're not selling. What am I doing wrong? And this and that. And I'm like, well, it's either something that doesn't sell or it needs a better price or better pictures. And then he was trying to explain to me why that I was wrong about that. I'm like, the market's what tells you it's wrong. It's not me, and so you can't a lot of times, but there is some things, of course, I don't like about eBay. I mean, but where else can you do lot up stuff and sell in any category? And I mean, get your money the next day. What? I mean, I love my antique mall and flea market booth, but it's a month before I get my stuff back. And Amazon's 2 weeks. eBay, you know, quick. I can't remember, less than a day. And then I don't know about Macari and Poshmark. Everybody else might know a little bit more about that. Thrift and Steph, garage sales are year round. I should record them, but I don't know how to do it subtly. Yeah, like what I like watch everybody doing the garage sales. Watch Commonwealth Picker. Like a lot of times he'll say, "Oh, well, I have a YouTube channel. If I find something cool, you might make it viral." And it kind of they make yeah. So if someone isn't real happy about it, they'll just tell you, and you say, "Okay, that's fine." You know, and if not, then I mean, and a lot of times I find that, and people don't mind that you're a reseller too. That people don't like jack up the price or anything. They're really, people in garage sales really don't want to bring that stuff back in. They're going to Goodwill on Monday if you don't buy it. So, I mean, the garage sales is the way to go. uh, I don't really like Goodwill unless we don't have bins. We have the Goodwill outlets, so I have to kind of pinpoint what's good. And so they've gotten close to estate sale prices here, and so I have to know it sells through fast, or else I don't buy it. And so most time anymore, I just go through there, and it's either already picked or so. People are too shy to ask on camera. I believe that too. I think people just don't care as much. Hey, Mountain Man Treasure, he's got a growing channel, good channel to watch. Yeah, I see that a lot too. And I saw someone. I remember I got some really cool stuff, a bunch of stuff together. I remember thinking when I got home, I probably could have got that cheaper, even though it was still cheap. And the next day, I saw him unloading like everything else. I'm like, I could have got that for nothing. And that's another thing too is when they bring it outside. I mean, and I think that's another thing we all know. When you list it and you do all the work, you don't want to bring that shit back in ever. and so and so that's why Commonwealth Picker, Garage Flips, uh, Cincinnati Picker, Part Time Picker, those guys taught me a bunch of stuff together, and they'll give you a better deal because they're like, "Good, get that crap out," And a lot of time, what I do is I'll ask what that price on this and this and that. If it's not the price I want, I won't even include what I actually wanted, and I'll go, "Well, I'll do that price if you throw that in for free." And a lot of times it works. So you might try that trick sometimes, but that's when there's not a lot of people there. I'm not fighting over other people. Sorry if I'm missing. If anybody has a question that they asked me and I did not answer, re-ask it. I'm sorry. and put ones in if you want some subscribers, and subscribe to each other, please. That's one of the reasons I want to even do this live, actually. Oh, you attended that long yard sale too. Cool. I'm gonna go back and watch them too. I love it. I want to see you guys out like that. I'm always so used to seeing you like that. That's cool. I can't wait. Half off Saturdays at Goodwill. I love going to yard sales this time of year. Cool. Yeah, where are you at? Where's everybody? Mountain Man, where are you at? I forget. I was thinking up north. Where are you at, Thrift and Seth? Where your garage sales all the Arizona? Yeah, I've done that too. Mountain Man treasure. Stuff I know I want to sell, but I don't want at all. But I know I just sell it and then I just take it out because it's just work. And then, yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good thing. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad people to bring it up. Please tell me I'm doing something wrong because I want to know. I love to grow. Well, no big hits, but I made my money back, it looks like. If not, what I do is I lot up all the Cardinals cards I get, sell it in one big lot. People buy the pack of lots of stuff. Yeah, a couple of pickers is Florida. I knew that one. It's nice and warm down there. They go to the bins a lot down there. Did you guys meet up with Rally Roots not too long ago? That'd be cool. That auction the other night was so awesome. I mean, I'm so glad I jumped in there, and that was just so awesome. I mean, I'll never forget that. Tommy Bernard's stuff, your guys' stuff. I love that Lacoste. That Lacoste watch was really neat, and the hat. I think it was. You guys had a hat too. It wasn't a vintage hat. And then Riley Roots had his personal Hillfire. I mean, because it's almost like, and Tommy with the mugs almost knew the only resellers would almost appreciate that. So they must got more money from because it was resellers, because we knew we could get money out of it if worse comes to worse. So I hope they do another auction. Two Aussie Thrifters is where the auction was. If anybody looks look that up. If anybody wants to throw that link in, if you want to throw it in, a couple of pickers, um, great one to watch. Been running run some auctions for the fires, of course, in Australia. It's cool to I think it's cool to watch the Australian. I watch the Australian and the British thrifters to see what they're doing. Zahir is awesome, awesome. I love watching his lives. He's so great live. Him and his wife. I love when his wife's on. They banter back and forth. It's fun. That's why I like the couple of pickers. I like watching a cool relationship. Unless you're watching something and you're just playing back and forth, and it's fun. Yard sale a month ago. Got the tote at the sale, and then yeah, that's what it was. The tote. That was so cool because that tote's one of a kind, basically. Because other people that have it aren't gonna give it away. That was really neat. That was nice of you. I appreciate it. And there's Arizona. That's what I was thinking. I started doing consignment with the doctor I work with. She doesn't have interest in listing. I have mentioned it. Yeah, I still would think, this is something I've mentioned. Consignment's okay, but then think about they're going to get mad if it doesn't sell. They don't understand. Some stuff's long tail. They're just going to want their money. So I think in a weird way, it's better just go, hey, I'll just give you the money, lot it together, treat it like a garage sale. And that way, taking a little stress off you. You can sell when you want. You can list it when you want. You get a better deal. They get out of the house and they don't have to think about it too. So I understand consignment, but if you can get away with just taking, if you have storage and ways to get, that's what I do, because that's one of the first ideas I had was just go to my friend's house and go, hey, you put stuff in your front room you want to get rid of. I'm just going to come pick it up and give you a amount of money. Thanks for throwing that up, Valmo. Were you there? Were you watching? That was awesome. Yeah, exactly. Mount Man treasure. That's what I learned a lot was how to garage sale, how to buy at a garage sale, and that was very. It's been. I feel like I'm really. I've got a lot of ammo for next year, honestly, because of knowing so much more than I did before, and just how to do it, let alone what to get. Before I was guessing. You can't, you know, and that's what you learn real quick too. You're not going to be able to look up. I mean, you can look up items and stuff and try to comp right when you're there, but it's gonna be hard to. And if you are standing over something to grab it, go ahead and grab it. Most of the time, people are there anyway, so you kind of got to better get used to knowing what you like to sell and knowing what's worth something. So my education last summer with studying all these guys, combo picker, garage flips, RVA flips, Thrift Mine was a good. I like Thrift Mine a lot because they're a fun couple and they have a good time doing it. They don't mind being naked, and making a mistake and calling themselves out about it. I love when Ryan's like, "Yep, had another 99 cent sale, and someone put in one bid and got it." Crap, I need to stop doing that. This is funny. Most people wouldn't admit that. But you think it's going to go, you think people are going to bid on it. But if you don't put the right keywords sometimes in eBay, sometimes if you just put it in the wrong category, it kind of screws you if you're not careful. So flipping crazy. I'm sorry. I have a bunch of basketball cards from early mid '90s, including special insert. They were they were open and just put in a box since the '90s. Do you want me to send them to you? I mean, you can. I'm sure I could turn it into money if that's what you want me to do with it. I don't know a lot about basketball, but basketball usually has pretty good stars at all times. And if there's special inserts, and if they've only been touched once and put somewhere, it's still worth some good money. I'd be interested if you want to. I can send you you send me your if I'm on Instagram. I don't know how we can get email, and I can send you some money for shipping or something. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I'd love to go through it, and I can always lot it out, and I can make money on it somehow. Wow, great auto. Wasn't my auto, but it's a great auto. Thanks for. I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate that. That's another thing I've learned too is we all have stuff that, like I sent Commonwealth Picker a autographed football of a Los Angeles Rams. His name's Todd Gurley. He's a really good football player, but in 2015 he was a rookie. His first two touchdowns have a football and it has his name and it says first two touchdowns and it had the date and it has another receiver on it. It's not COA. It's not authentic for sure, but I looked up his auto. It's him. And it's a giveaway Nike ball, and it was $3 at Goodwill. I bought that thing up, and I can probably sell it for 20, but it might take a while. So I sent it to him because he's a LA guy. And he's a Rams fan. He liked them even when they were in St. Louis. So I sent that to him because he's getting a new shed, and I'm like, do whatever you want with it. Make it a giveaway, because I know he doesn't. He has a family, homeschool, so he doesn't collect anything. So maybe he'll just collect it. Maybe he wants enough to collect it. I was like, do whatever you want with it. You know what I mean? So I find that it's nice that since we know stuff's worth something and we don't have much into it and we know someone else could appreciate it more, it's an awesome community. That's why I like the auctions. I want to do some auctions like with cards. you know um, some people don't want to go on eBay. They don't want to pay the 10%, and you can do it a lot cheaper this way. I need to figure out about the license and in my state and everything, but um, I appreciate that. What up, Road Warrior? Grab up some subs, Road Warrior. Got some auction people in here. Got some good live content people in here. Peddling Profits. Etsy, is that with baseball cards and football cards? Because I haven't ever tried Etsy football and baseball cards. I probably should just to try it, but I've never done that. I guess they are vintage. They're before 2001. Now it's 2001 vintage. How old am I? Good Lord. Thanks for everybody that joins in. I appreciate it. Try to grab up some subs while you're in here. Try to get some new moderators. If you, in my at the beginning of my live streams, if you guys want to throw up your links, I have no problem with that to make it easier on people. Just keep it to a minimum. Just do it a little bit. The chat's not flying through or anything. So, especially if you have an auction coming up,